Hi everyone, David here from daviddumaiaudio.com, and in this video, I want to show you guys how to create a meteor storm or meteor shower sound effect. Before we jump in though, if you guys are interested in getting any of the recordings that we're going to be doing from today's session, just check the description because I'll leave a link for those in there. All right, let's jump into the project. I'll show you guys. All right, so the first thing you'll want to do for the meteor storm sound effect is actually you'll need to create some rock impact sound. So if you haven't seen my video about how to create rock impact sound effects, I'll put it in the card right about now so you should see it, and just check out that video and how you can do it. And then once you have that done, then you'll be able to get started with this because that's a core component of how we're going to make our sound effect here. So, all right, so let me show you what we're going to create so you guys have an idea of what we are working towards for this video. So this is the sound that we're going for. So just like, rocks flying through the air and just landing on the ground with big explosions. And yeah, so this is what we're going to create. So, like I said, the first thing you're going to want to do, or the first thing you're going to need, are some rock explosion sounds. So let me just pull those up here for you so you have an idea of what they sound like. All right, so I just pulled them in here so you guys can hear what they sound like. So let's have a listen. So these are the rock explosion sounds that we're going to be working with to create our sound effect. So the first thing you're going to want to do is going to whoosh. It doesn't have to be whoosh. You can also use something like wave warper. So if you haven't seen the video that I did, I did a comparison between the two. And anyways, you could use either one, but for this video, I'm just going to be using whoosh because I thought it'd be a little bit easier. Yeah, so what I did here is I'm using whoosh version 1.1, not version 1.5, which is where they're at, because here I can actually import up to 127 sound effects. So what I did is for the impacts, I imported all my rock impact sounds into here. So I have 30 in here. So when I go to my impacts here, so I have 4 sources of impact sounds. So I split them up. So 0 to 10 would be source 1, 9 to 19, source 2, 14 to 25, source 3, etc. Right? So it's only going to be picking from these samples. So it's never going to be the same. And I also press the random button. So every time there's like it passes through the center here, you're going to hear a different explosion. So if I play it. So, right, so this is our impact sounds for the effect we're doing. Now the next part of it is sources 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for these, what I did is I imported. So for source 1 here, I imported whooshes. Same thing for source 2 here, whooshes. Source 3, I imported some textures and soundscapes that I created using Palindrome. And so that's what I did for source 3 and 4. So just so you guys see the settings I have for these here. So I have it on grain. I put it on cloud for source 1, and then I just increase the size to make sure that it actually like gets the grains from here, because if not, when I'm further along like here, you're not going to hear anything at the end of the sample here because there's not much happening. So if you increase the size, you just get more sound. And then the other thing I did too is I just increased it to sync, so 2. So that means it's going to go through the file twice while the engine goes and plays the whoosh once. So that's what I did here. I did something similar here. Looks like the exact same thing. Here I just did 3 times and I alternate. So that means it's going to go back and forth instead of just only forwards. And then same thing here, alternate back and forth. And that's pretty much it. So it's relatively simple. And yeah, so the other thing to mention here is the duck. So I put the duck all the way up because once I get the impact sound here, I don't want to hear any of the whoosh sources anymore. I only want to hear the impact. So that's why this is all the way up, and I put the attack all the way down. And then the other thing I did is you can do impact routing here. So if you click on that, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not exactly sure what it does, but I think what it does is that it actually goes through, the impacts go through the engine now, which means that they're going to go through the effects, including the brick wall limiter here that I have set up, which is exactly what you want. It's just going to balance out the sounds a lot better. So with that in place, let's just hear the sound sources, the whooshes by themselves, and then we'll bring in the impacts. So right now I'm just playing them manually, and that's great. And now let's bring in the impacts and hear what it sounds like. Right, so this is the sound that we want. We kind of want to have this whoosh and then impact sound, because that's going to be like the sound of the meteor whooshing by and hitting the ground. So let's record a few of these before we move on to our next step. So let's do it. All right, and here we go. So that's pretty good. Now the next step here is you just want to remove any of these like little clicks from the file. So I'm just going to do that really quick. All right, now I'm just going to glue everything together so that it's all one file, and then we'll be able to import that into PatchOp. You can also import it into any other Granular synth, but this is the one I like to use, so I'm going to use this for now. So just drag and drop it in here, and there you go. All right. And now, so all I did here is I increased the number of grains here to 4, increased the duration to the max, put random position, just about 36%, spread 66, and offset. So these are usually the 3 parameters that I play with, and that's it. I didn't really touch anything else, and let's just play something and have a listen to what we get. So I'm just going to play down in octaves from middle C. So I'm playing at C, what is it, C3, C2. And that's just one note. But the cool thing about this is, because this is a granular synth, I can play multiple notes, which is what I'm going to do. So here we go. And that's how you get this kind of effect. Now, of course, you can always do some more designing here. Maybe I want to put this in here. Right, and it's pretty easy to get this really cool sound. Now, what I like is a bit of a lower sound. So I see if I can bring down the pitch a little bit. right? And it's really easy to just have this performance of sound just by playing on the keyboard, adding a few plugins here, and there you go. This is how you create a Meteor shower sound effect. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that, found it useful and valuable. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and make sure to check the description again if you want to grab those sound files from this recording session. And I think that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.